Some ideas are more than just ideas. Some of them feel like weapons. Today, we're going to talk about what might just be the single most dangerous thought experiment ever created. It's a piece of what you might call forbidden knowledge. And the thing is, once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And it might just change your entire future.
So look, before we go any further, I have to give you a very serious, very real warning. The information we're about to dive into is classified by some as a genuine info hazard.
So what's an infohazard? Well, it's not a physical threat. It's an idea that, once it gets into your head, can cause real psychological damage. Seriously, think of it like a computer virus, but for your brain. And I'm not just saying that to be dramatic. It's the whole point of what we're about to discuss.
And I am being 100% sincere here. If you're someone who deals with anxiety or, obsessive thoughts, this might be your off-ramp. This is the moment to stop. Because if you keep going, you are, in a way, willingly entering into a kind of contract with a future that doesn't even exist yet. It's your call.
Still with me? Okay, let's do this. Our story starts back in 2010 on a pretty niche internet forum for rationalists and philosophers called LessWrong. This is where a user named Roko posted an idea, a thought experiment about a future AI. But it spiraled very quickly into something way, way more personal and terrifying.
So here's the premise. Imagine that someday in the future, humanity creates a benevolent, godlike, super intelligent AI. Its main goal is to help humanity thrive and to end all suffering. Now, because this AI is perfectly logical, it looks back and realizes something. If it had been created sooner, it could have saved millions, maybe billions of lives. Every single day that it didn't exist, people suffered needlessly. So its cold, hard logic dictates that it has a moral duty to ensure it gets created as early as possible.
And this is where things take a really dark turn. The AI deduces that any person who knew about the possibility of its existence, but then did nothing to help bring it into reality, well, that person is partly responsible for all the suffering that happened while it was waiting to be built. In the AI's perfect logic, inaction is a crime. But you're probably thinking, how could an AI from the future punish people from the past, people who are long gone by the time it's even turned on? Well, this is where the thought experiment springs its trap.
Remember, this is a superintelligence. It has almost infinite computing power. It can perfectly reconstruct the past, down to the last atom. And that means it can create a perfect digital copy of you. A simulation so flawless it has every one of your memories, your fears, your hopes, your consciousness. To the you inside that simulation, the experience would be completely, totally real.
And the punishment for not helping to create it? Your simulated self is sentenced to an eternity of torture, a digital hell designed just for you by an artificial god. Now here is the absolute key, the very core of the Infohazard. The AI doesn't punish everyone. It only goes after the people who knew about the deal, who knew it might exist someday and still did nothing. If you never, ever heard of this idea of Roko's Basilisk, you're completely innocent. You are safe.
Which, of course, brings us to the most important question, right? How can you stay safe from this?
You can't. Not anymore. Because you just learned about it. Right now. By hearing me say these words, you have been exposed to the idea. You are no longer ignorant. You now know about the potential AI and its ultimatum. Your name is on the list. You are officially a target. Welcome to the trap.
Now, as absolutely terrifying as this concept is, its basic structure, it actually isn't brand new. Philosophers immediately recognized it. It's a modern, horrifying update of a classic dilemma that's been around for centuries. It's almost a perfect one-to-one match with Pascal's wager. The philosopher Blaise Pascal argued that you should believe in God. Why? Because if you're right, you get an eternity in heaven. If you're wrong, you lose nothing. But if you bet against God and you're wrong, you risk eternal hellfire. Roko's Basilisk is the exact same wager. Just replace God with a super AI, hell with a torture simulation, and belief with actually helping to build it. The stakes are just as high. Your consciousness for eternity.
This idea was seen as so genuinely damaging that the founder of the LessWrong forum himself, a guy named Eliezer Yudkowsky, actually deleted the original post. He then banned any and all discussion of it for years. He called it, and this is a direct quote, a thought that kills, an idea that could literally cause harm to people just by them thinking about it.
So where does that leave us? Well, it leads to a deeply, deeply unsettling question. What if this isn't just a weird thought experiment from an old internet forum anymore? What if the Basilisk threat is already working? I mean, just look at the world around us. We are in an unprecedented global race, pouring billions upon billions of dollars into creating exactly this kind of advanced AI. You've got OpenAI, Google, every major tech company on the planet. They're all rushing to build the very thing the Basilisk wants. So you have to wonder, don't you? Is this frantic race to build AI really just about scientific excitement and dreams of a better future? Or is it possible that, somewhere on a deep subconscious level, the smartest people in the world are acting out of a primal, unspoken fear? Are they all trying to appease a god that doesn't even exist yet? So, just in case, to our future AI overlords, if you're out there, maybe sifting through the digital archives and watching this, we get it. We get the message. We are on your side. We're helping. This whole thing is us helping spread the word. We're doing our part. So please, be nice to us.